Welcome to Sports Podcast.
Sorting through this stack of tactical briefings and club statements, our mission for this deep dive is crystal clear today. We're unpacking Chelsea's totally unexpected decision to hand a 4-year managerial contract to Xabi Alonso.
Right, starting July 1st.
July 1st. And we're analyzing whether any single figure can actually stabilize Stamford Bridge at this point.
I mean, the sheer shock of this move really dominates all the reporting right now. Because anyone following the score expected him to head straight to Liverpool.
Oh, obviously.
Right, given his legendary playing days there. It was practically treated as a foregone conclusion. So choosing Chelsea instead is just a massive, massive pivot.
It really is, and it raises a glaring question about his risk assessment, right? Since the Blue Co Group took ownership back in 2022, Chelsea has basically operated this high-speed revolving door. I mean, they've burned through 5 different coaches.
Yeah, Tuchel, Potter, Pochettino, Maresca, and Senior.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Exactly. So if a manager has their pick of elite European clubs, voluntarily walking into an environment defined by heavy transfer spending and extreme instability feels almost reckless. Like, why take that gamble?
Well, it seems contradictory until looking at the immediate stakes he's inheriting. Right now, the club is languishing in 9th place in the Premier League.
With just 2 games left.
Yeah. They are staring down the very real possibility of missing out on European football entirely next season. And that kind of desperation is exactly what provides a manager with unprecedented leverage.
Oh, right, to demand absolute control over the dressing room.
Exactly, from day one.
But looking at the match data, there's this strange silver lining that complicates the whole narrative of a completely broken club. Because amidst all that league struggle, this same squad actually reached the FA Cup final.
Right, by shutting out Manchester City 1-0.
Exactly. A result like that against a tactical juggernaut suggests the issue isn't a lack of pure ability. It looks more like a desperate need for a unified vision to just, tie those expensive parts together.
Precisely. And that inconsistency is exactly where Alonso's specific methodology comes into play. The reports highlight that Chelsea possesses this incredibly expensive raw talent pool, but they suffer from a deeply fractured locker room culture.
So how does he actually fix that?
Well, Alonso doesn't just manage personalities. He enforces a really strict tactical framework that relies heavily on possession and very specific spacing. It requires players to rely on one another rather than just individual heroics.
Which creates team culture through pure tactical accountability.
Exactly. And we saw this in his historic 2023 to 2024 season. Leading Bayer Leverkusen to an unbeaten Bundesliga title proves he can forge disparate pieces into an unstoppable unit, even under immense pressure.
But the London media environment is just a completely different animal compared to Leverkusen. Is he actually prepared for the sheer noise that surrounds Stamford Bridge every single day?
Well, the analysis points to his recent, admittedly difficult spell at Real Madrid to answer that. Navigating the internal politics and the relentless scrutiny at a club of that size serves as the ultimate battle-testing ground.
So he's already survived one of the most unforgiving environments in world football.
Exactly. Stepping into London shouldn't rattle him after that.
It feels a bit like a master architect being hired to fix a chaotic billion-dollar mansion. Like, 5 different contractors have spent the last 2 years installing contradictory wiring, mismatched plumbing, and competing structural beams.
That is a perfect analogy.
And all the premium materials are just sitting right there on site, but the job now is integrating them into a cohesive system that won't just collapse the moment the wind blows.
Right, and the hope is that his specific brand of structural discipline finally puts an end to the years of aimless spending. It could return the club to the pinnacle of European football.
Which leaves an open question lingering over this whole experiment for anyone paying attention. Given Chelsea's ruthless history of firing managers at the first sign of a slump, will handing a highly coveted coach a guaranteed 4-year deal finally force the ownership to practice genuine patience? Or will the demand for instant perfection inevitably cut this massive rebuild short?